Are you having a hard time figuring out what to get Dad for Father's Day? Shop now at sportshistorynetwork.com/row1 and save 15% off your order when you check out Row 1 Brand's Vintage Sports Pictorium Gallery. They have America's best sports art. With over 7,200 historic sports prints, you're assured to find something unique for Dad this Father's Day. If he's an NFL buff, check out the 1963 vintage NFL helmet poster. Shop now at sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
The Sports History Network proudly presents the newest member of the collection of podcasts dedicated to examining sports from back in the day, the Historically Speaking Sports Podcast. This is the show that explains the history of your favorite sport 1 week at a time. I am your host, Dana Augusta, and you have come across the sports podcast that delves into the top headlines, players, and events that have made sports an integral part of the American consciousness. Each episode talks about and describes history-making events and celebrates landmark dates, accomplishments, and people that have become legendary in the hearts and minds of every sports fan. The weekly episodes will also feature 3 segments. The first segment will be the main event, one event, athlete, or performance that we will highlight in detail and explain their significance in the realm of sports history. The second part of the show is the weekly top 5 events that have made the sports week in history so significant. And third, the weekly shoutouts, events, players, and other oddities not mentioned in the earlier segments, but were no less important. So I hope you will join me each and every week as we take a stroll down sports memory lane. Historically Speaking Sports, where we celebrate sports history 1 week at a time. Now a member of the Sports History Network.
We here at the Sports History Network proudly partner with 26 podcasts, all revolving around the history of sports. But did you know that many of our hosts were sports history authors way before they started their shows? It's true. We've got Joe Ziemba, host of When Football Was Football, Joe Zagurski, host of Pro Football in the 1970s, Mark Morthier, host of Yesterday Sports, Tommy Phillips, host of Lombardi Memories, and Scott Adamson, co-host of From the 55-Yard Line. All these authors have many books for you to choose from. To check them out, go to our website at sportshistorynetwork.com/sportshistorybooks. Pick up your copy today. Soundtrack provided by Kevin MacLeod of filmmusic.io.